Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Alex here, and today I'm continuing, getting close to the end, on my 3-round mock series for each division. So I've done everything except the NFC North and South. So we're doing the North today, and we're doing the South tomorrow. I believe that I'm posting this video after my interview with Rasheed Rice, which was an absolute blast. You guys need to check it out if you haven't already. Super fun, talented wide receiver on SMU, and he's going to be a great NFL draft prospect in the future. Really good guy as well. So check that out. I want you guys to hit that like button, that comment button, subscribe. Just a month over YouTube, so just a month over starting YouTube. So still getting better, still working out the kinks and stuff. So really appreciate you guys coming onto the channel and then spending your time looking at me, actually like having fun doing things I really enjoy. So hopefully you guys enjoy it too. So yeah, please, whatever you guys want to comment, leave it down there. And then subscribe for more because content is coming out every single day, 12:30 Pacific time. You can always count on me for that. So without further ado, we are going with the NFC North, and let's kick it off. Hopefully the draft RNG doesn't happen where Trevor Lawrence doesn't go number 1. Oh, we're good. We're good. Sean Wade number 2. Well, I guess, wow. This is interesting. This is very interesting because there's 2 picks here that there's actually multiple picks that I can take right here. These top 4 guys are all perfect for this pick. I know that you guys, the Lions just got Vitae on, I believe, a 5-year or like a couple-year deal. That, of course, doesn't mean that you have to stick to him. He could also just be a solid piece to have because linemen get injured left, right, and center in the NFL. I mean, a crazy pick here would be Trey Lance or Tanner Morgan, but we're not going to be that crazy today. Another thing, Jamar Chase could be a super weapon. Pair him up with Kenny Galladay. Another pick, Marvin Wilson. You know how like Patricia likes his D line. Of course, if this is the pick, he ain't the head coach anymore. So, like, let's just throw that out. Micah Parsons as well, uber talented linebacker. So really solid talents here. But if you're going to be bringing in a new quarterback, you need something to either protect him, which they have Taylor and Vitae. I don't really think Vitae is really that great. However, Penei Sewell is a generational style tackle talent. Jamar Chase is a generational style wide receiver talent. So it's up to you guys, and I think that they have more of a need at wide receiver, and you couldn't go wrong with any of these 4 picks. But I mean, I keep choosing Jamar Chase every single draft I do, so let's switch it up a little bit. Let's get the ultimate protection. I know Lions fans are literally going to tear me a new one for this, and I mean, arguably rightfully so. You guys don't need a tackle at all, but I don't think that there's really going to be too many people complaining if they have 2 of the best tackles in the league. Cause I don't think Vitae's it for at least 10 to 15 years to come. So crazy pick here. They would probably trade down out of that pick, to be honest. So in the future, when I get more comfortable with trades, because I have premium now, I'll deal with that. But for now, we're just going to like kind of leave it alone. So, Bears. Let's look at what's on the board here. You got Dylan Moses. Man, wouldn't that be interesting to pair him with Roquan Smith? That would be interesting. It's not really a need at the moment. Oh, who did they get? Oh my God, I love the corner out of Houston. Johnson. I forgot his first name, but Jalen Johnson out of Utah. I got him in the 2nd round. Such a talented cornerback. So they don't need corner. They don't. I mean, they do need a quarterback pretty horrifically. They don't really need an interior defensive lineman, even though it's like, oh, Marvin Wilson fell this far. They do need offensive line badly, though. Badly, badly. So, I mean, let's look at the talent that's here. And to be honest, it's Cosme or Walker Little, and I'm sticking to Little. I think he's a great talent. He could have been a first-rounder this year. I believe he decided to go back, so we're going to give him the benefit of the doubt and put him here at number 13. So anything interesting happen? Not really. I mean, people who haven't watched every other video that's gone on will think Trey Lance at 14 is crazy, but happens literally every time. I'm surprised that Marvin Wilson fell to 16, though. We're with the Vikings now, and I feel bad. Kyle Pitts is just a monster. He shouldn't be falling this far. man, there's a lot of guys falling that I don't normally see, like Patrick Surtain. If I mean, if I were Zimmer, I would just be like, screw it, Patrick Surtain, even though they don't need corner whatsoever because they have a ton of young talent there, and they just went first round this last year with Jeff Gladney. Um, Dylan Moses could be a sneaky pick here, could definitely be there. But let's just take a little bit more of like a gander of what's on the board. I don't think a interior defensive lineman is the thing right now. They could go Trey Smith, who I think should be way higher than 30. I mean, I just really can't see too much going on that would be like oh my god, we need to get him. I always get Xavier Thomas though. Always get Xavier Thomas here, and I think that he will actually go here in the NFL draft. Um, man, Kyle Pitts, I feel bad. You guys are gonna tear me possibly a new one with all this talent on the board, but I'm gonna go Xavier Thomas here. He's literally Danielle Hunter 2.0. Who doesn't want that? So Kyle Pitts to the Steelers, my team. Love that to death. That's great. Um, okay, I'm gonna officially like stop saying my team, but I just had to just a little bit more. I don't know if I'm having too many uh, return viewers, but 24 Green Bay Packers. Let's go Jalen Waddle. There's no need to think here. Jalen Waddle's a stud. We finally need to get we need to get some more weapons for the future. You're investing in the future, get some more weapons. So let's see if anything interesting happens. Rashad Bateman going to Russell Wilson. That's an interesting pair with DK Metcalf. Um, I mean, they don't only just have DK Metcalf, but it's just whatever. Lions. This is a perfect place to get a quarterback. I mean, let's look at the edge presence because people freaking torn me a new one for not selecting edge, and really, I don't think Aiden Hutchinson's worth this pick here. So Jamie Newman replaced the Georgia quarterback with the Georgia quarterback, right? Even though I know Jamie Newman just came from Wake Forest, but the new regime is here. Jamie Newman has arrived to lead the Lions to victory. Think about that one. I would love to hear your guys' opinion if that would happen. Brock Purdy going to the Falcons. Oh, I got an eyelash. Oh my goodness. Okay. I saw the way too early mock draft of like an official scout here on like TDN, and he had Brock Purdy going in the first, and I'm like, ugh. So that was kind of like a no for me. Like this would be a really interesting pick if Chuba went to the Bears. Let me see who would be way too early big board. Yeah, like Chuba is 25 for me, and then like obviously I'll release this after all this BS happens. Chuba almost is too good to give up here. I know they just got David Montgomery, but they really do. Like David Montgomery didn't look like a stud rusher. You know what I mean? He had a year under this belt, and according to this, they didn't do it too well either. So they could be in the quarterback market for all I could care about. And I mean, I'm not going to spoil anything, but possibly next round they'll get a quarterback. Josh Myers is still here though, and you really need to either bolster that offensive line or get some type of weapons. And we're going to bolster the offensive line because you'll see with the next pick what happens in Chicago. So let's go with the Vikings. Vikings, y'all don't need a running back. I feel bad for Chuba. He needs to, it's just disrespectful at this point. But he's here. I don't know why a running back is a need. Like Dalvin Cook and Alexander Madison are a great duo. But, TDN thinks the way it wants to. Caden Stearns is a stud pick here. I know they have Harris, they have Harrison, but they're low on cap, and this league is just going to more and more DBs, and Caden Stearns is a stud. I think he's a very solid talent. So I'm pretty sure we're going to go here. Let's just check to make sure we don't do anything too stupid. I don't really see anything out of the blue that's making me be like, holy crap. I mean, we could get Chaz Surratt here, but I think we should just fill up that safety need. I don't know if they gave Harris the franchise tag or if they gave him a full deal. If they gave him a franchise tag, this is a no-brainer. This might even be in the first round type scenario. But my Steelers take Larry Jackson. Nice. Honestly, it's one of the most fun things about these drafts is seeing like what my teams are getting. So yeah, this could be a first round pick. Packers. Let's see what's up. You guys only had one pick. I don't know why both wide receiver marks are crossed out. They definitely still need wide receiver. I could easily go Chuba here. Like, I don't believe in A.J. Dillon being a second round pick, but I believe Chuba is being a first to second round guy. So it's him or Sage, or I don't even know who else would even fit the build here, you know? They say they need corner. They really don't. They have such a young corner core. But, I mean, Packers fans are going to tear me a new one if I go Chuba. Maybe they won't. Because I know that Aaron Jones is solid, but they're just not using him for some reason. They're not using him enough. Or else they just don't want to use him. Which, if they don't want to use him, then you might as well get Chuba and just get a monster. But we'll go Sage Surratt here. We'll say if they did like this well, they got into the playoffs, they're chilling. Like we can, like Sage Surratt is a great wide receiver. He's falling. And why not get a good like two great wide receivers with your picks? Like I don't think they would complain too much. So Sage Surratt, you guys are having a dynamic wide receiver core now. You have 3 extreme weapons, so I don't really think that Packers fans should complain too much. Chuba goes at the start of the third. I think I've seen that before. I'm pretty sure that's happened before. Regardless, we are here with the Lions. They do not need running back. We did not take wide receiver. That's a funny thing. Tamori and Terry is like 80% going to be the pick here. Is Chaz Surratt still on the board? Chaz Surratt's still on the board too. So right now I am between Chaz Surratt and Tamori and Terry. And like you gotta think that I'm not too educated on the linebacker depth in like on the Lions, but I know they took a guy out of Hawaii. I'm pretty sure they took a guy out of Hawaii or BYU a couple years ago in the second, but he hasn't really turned out. I know they have Jared Davis, and I'm not 100% sure what else they have. Obviously, they say it's a need here, but I mean, I don't really trust TDN that much. Yeah, they don't need a running back. Otherwise, I would think about Najee here. So right now, I'm between Chaz Surratt and Tamori and Terry. And Tamori and Terry, I need to do some more research on him to feel comfortable with this pick. But we're gonna go with it. You can't really complain about more offensive weapons for your brand new quarterback in Jamie Newman. So give him a stud wide receiver. I think he should be higher than 71. Lions fans, come at me. Like, I don't really care. But regardless, I think that would be a great pick. You might as well you have a generational talent at tackle. You get a steal at quarterback, and then you get a good wide receiver to pair up with Kenny Golladay. I don't think that that's too much of a sin in the drafting world. Bears, we all know what you guys need. You guys need a quarterback badly. And a guy who I think would be a great fit here is Tanner Morgan. I love him to death. Like, if you guys want to look at my board, he's my number 21 player. So, yeah, without a doubt, I'm going to be going Tanner Morgan. So, Tanner Morgan to the Bears. I think that'd be an amazing pick. So, really love watching that guy play. He's so fun to watch. But we're back with the Vikings. Guys, see who's still here. Can we still see? Thank you. We could pair up Terrence Marshall with his buddy, with Justin Jefferson back on the Vikings. That would be quite an entertaining thing. Is Chaz Surratt still here? Okay, I can't pass this up, guys. Chaz Surratt. I mean, what he's where's he at on my board? He's 57 and it's at 82. You know what I mean? Like, I think Elijah Molden's a beast, by the way. But Chaz Surratt, UNC, great linebacker. Gonna pair up with Eric Kendricks. Like, I don't think, like, I mean, it's not an exact need per se, but I think that that's just a great value pick. And you can never complain about having too many linebackers who are extremely good and with extreme upside. So, I mean, I wouldn't complain about it. So, Regardless, I've said so 850 times this video. I know, kind of crazy. But we're with the pack, and right now I'm thinking either we want to get some protection, right? We have some protection for our new face of the franchise, maybe, and Jordan Love. Or, I mean, you also might want to get it if you're going to be continuing with A-Rod. Jalen Mayfield's a great pick for that. But, I mean, let's look what else is on the board. We can get Jabril Cox or Tuff Borland here. I mean, two very solid linebackers. Not great, very solid linebackers. Could also get Najee. Najee's a very good power back, but there's no real reason when A.J. Dillon's there. Could get Terrence Marshall. Already have 2 wide receivers. Like if they didn't want to take some last year, they're not going to take 3 this year. You know what I mean? So I think that the pick that's pretty obvious to me is Jalen Mayfield. He's somebody who's a little bit more raw, but he has that potential to completely kick ass. Like he even kicked Chase Young's ass. So I don't think he's going to be here in the real draft, but cheeseheads, do not get pissy with me. This is an amazing pick if he falls here. He has so much potential at tackle. So if you need to, kick him into guard when in doubt. And oh shit, well that's the last pick. So we're gonna quickly recap the draft. And I mean, Bears are another one of my teams. So like the Steelers and the Bears are my teams. So I mean it's kind of weird, but I was raised that way. Regardless, let's recap. Lions, how did they do? They got their stud tackle, future quarterback, and then they have a supplementary weapon to Kenny Galladay. I would say that is an A+ draft. Bears, they get their future tackle. They get even more protection on their offensive line, and they get their franchise quarterback, in my opinion. I would give this an A. Really solid draft. Most drafts would end up being like that B- to C+ range. So an A compared to an A+ is it's not that big of a difference. But regardless, Vikings, you get your future edge, which is a reach. Caden Stearns, you get your future safety, which is a kind of a reach. And then you get Chaz Surratt, which is a great value pick. I would say this is a B to B+. Really solid. Fill up those holes on defense and potentially get cornerstone players for the next 10 years. So, pack. Finally get Jalen Waddle. You get Surratt. Oh yeah, that's kind of tweaky, but you get Sage Surratt, and then you get Jalen Mayfield. So you get 2 amazing weapons on offense, and then you get some more protection for your future, regardless of what quarterback that is. I would give that a solid A-. So great draft for all these guys. If the draft falls this way, which it won't, of course it won't. However, this is how it turned out. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave your comments down below. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the notification bell because stuff is coming out every single day. This summer, I'm really planning on working on YouTube so much more, trying to get better and being much more comfortable with this. One more video to go with this series. It's been a blast. And just thank you guys so much. And I'll see you on the far side. Peace.
So,